Samii Ryan, and I'm here with Jordan from the Ready Set, and you're watching BUZZNET. So tell me about your first concert.
My first concert was, I think when I was 8 years old, I went to go see NSYNC. I'm pretty sure that was my first one.
So you liked NSYNC rather than Backstreet Boys?
You know I did.
Me too.
That's where I was more of that. But that was kind of like a birthday present where my parents were like, guess what? You're going to go to this. It's going to be sweet. And I was like, alright, cool. But the first time I actually was like really adamant about going to a show was Warped Tour, and I was like 13 years old. I was like, I have to go to this. Like,
alright, who did you see? Like, who was the headliner?
At Warped Tour, it was, that year was like, I think it was AFI and like Anti-Flag and like Reds Against were on it.
So, what was the first time you got grounded? The first time you got in trouble, like, and your parents were like really pissed at you?
My parents never really got super mad at me. I didn't get in a lot of trouble. I was an alright dude, but I think honestly, like, I stayed out like skateboarding downtown one night until it was like 4 a.m. You know, like a pretty big badass, and I think I got in trouble for that. But that was it.
What was your first tattoo?
First tattoo was, just whip it out here. It was this lightning bug thing here, firefly. That was the first one, and then
it goes from there.
It goes from there, and then I got my whole legs covered up and stuff.
So do you remember any details about your first kiss?
Yeah, I do. I believe I was in middle school. I think I was in 7th grade, perhaps, and it was after school ended, and it was in front of lockers, which were dark red, if I recall.
Nice.
And, it was fairly uneventful. It was one of those like really rapid, like really fast things.
Time to go.
But I was hyped though. Afterwards, I was like, yeah.
So what was the first tour you played on?
The first one we ever did. I was 16 years old, and I was in this ska band, and I spent like 6 months booking this awful tour that didn't really work very well, and I was, you know. It wasn't good. It wasn't for the Ready Set, but like, the first time I did a Ready Set tour was like 2008, I think, and it was just me by myself with my friend driving around the country in an SUV.
That probably sucked.
It definitely wasn't the funnest thing, but yeah.
All right, the first time you felt like you made it.
Probably the first time I got to play in an arena was the first time.
Where was the arena?
It was in Minneapolis, the Target Center. So I was like, this is crazy.
So, what were your emotions when you first heard your song on the radio?
It was just weird, because it was like...
Really? You weren't like, yes!
I was stoked. It was just like weird to hear like Lady Gaga, and then me, and then like Chris Brown or something like that. I'm like, I don't fit in very well.
Who was your first celebrity crush?
First celebrity crush... I'm trying to think when I was younger. Probably somebody like
Britney Spears?
I don't know. I was never like a massive Britney Spears, I guess, fan when I was younger. It was probably like when I was a little kid. There's probably somebody in like that 90s Nickelodeon era I was really hyped on.
Like Amanda Bynes?
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
No, he's over it. Okay, first time you performed in front of a crowd?
In 3rd grade, I had a lead role in my 3rd grade class's production of Cats.
Oh.
Yeah, and I killed it, and it was awesome.
When was the first time a fan recognized you?
Probably like at the mall in my hometown when I was like first starting out. Like the mall was like the place where people would tend to recognize me, I guess. But yeah, I think that was like the first memorable one where I was like, oh, you actually know who I am? That's cool.
Alright, this is what you need your phone for. Who's the first person you followed on Twitter?
How do I find that out?
You just like scroll all the way down so that
like
you're
through
following.
the people that I follow?
Yeah.
The first person I followed was Stickam, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Alright, who's the second person?
Pete Wentz.
Alright,
right when I started Twittering was when I started being homies with him.
Nice.
I guess that would... Why would I follow Stickam first?
Right? That's really weird.
Stickam doesn't even exist.
Okay, what was the first CD you ever bought?
First CD I ever bought was, I think, I got Eiffel 65 when I was a little kid because Blue was a jam.
Yeah.
And the video had those bizarre little like CGI aliens, so that was kind of cool. And then I think for some reason I remember having the Titanic soundtrack. I guess I was
that
into
too.
like instrumental Irish music. Like I was little.
Okay, last one. What was your first screen name?
First screen name was. What was it? I think it was like J Wits like 1114 or something, and I think like my sister made it for me because I was like 10 or something.
All right, that's pretty cool. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and talk soon. Bye.